What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the Punk Rock Review. I'm hanging out with my homie Josh today. He's in a new band from LA called Trigger Damage. Trigger Damage, right? Did I get that right?
Trigger damage. Correct, you
Okay, cool.
did.
I said that. And I was like, "Ooh, that's wrong. I'm gonna feel real stupid." But yeah, we've played the music on the stream a few times, and I've uploaded the I think it's a demo or an EP, 6 songs, Los Angeles street punk stuff. Uh, I mean, it's music I enjoy. So, but we're hanging out, talking about that new project, and just catching up. It's been a little while since we spoke, man. How you been?
Great. Thanks for having me back, dude.
Absolutely, dude. Heck yes, man. It's been a wild. I don't know. Since we talked on here, is the channel's gotten a lot larger, and I've gotten a lot more. I've gotten better at what I do. I think a little bit. So it's cool,
Oh, you
man.
totally have
It's
them.
interesting.
I've been following you for a while now. You've been having some killer guests on your podcast. Colin from fucking Coxbar. Get out of here, dude.
Bro, how crazy was that?
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, it was very, very good day for me, man. I was very proud to get that. I've had some great people, but I mean, I like it. I don't have like an agenda, bro. So like talking to you is just as exciting for me as it is to talk to anybody else. I talked to
Yeah,
this band
likewise.
today from Ireland, and they're like in Ireland, and I was just like, dude, they knew my channel. I was like, that's crazy, bro. It's just so strange, man.
They
But
get out there, man.
so tell me about this new project. When did it start? Why did it start? What's going on with it?
It kind of started on accident, kind of. After I left the last band I was in, I kind of gave up playing music for like a year almost. Just to spend time with my wife and just focus on myself. And because we were going pretty hard the last band I was in, like every weekend, we're just banging shit out over and over again. I got burnt out pretty quickly. Just had to take a break. And the guys in this band I never met before in my life. So the singer George would message me almost like every day, or like, like, hey man, like I like the way you play. Would be cool to jam with you. And I kept pushing it back and just like, I'm not really like interested in playing. Then finally I gave in and went in the studio, met the dudes. We clicked really well. Already had like a handful of songs that I had, and we just took it from there, man. And now we're back in it.
Bro, every now and then you need a little bit of self-care time, dude. Like that stuff's
Oh,
important.
totally, dude. Absolutely.
Dude, the older I get, the more I understand like I need to be patient with my family, like my wife and my kids. I need to be patient. Like we're not the same people. So even though my kids are half me, they're still not 100% me. So you got to be patient. You got to be willing to like set aside time to just like not do work stuff. And I'm taking my wife out on Saturday, and it's been a long, long time since we've like gone to dinner at a decent looking restaurant. Like, I'm still gonna wear a band tee and some jeans. That's all I really own. But like, I get to pull her chair out for her and sit in a place that's kind of quiet, dimly lit, and just not talk about punk rock music, not talk about the
For
channel.
sure.
It's gonna be nice, man.
That sounds relaxing, and that shit's very important, man. It keeps
Yeah.
the relationship strong.
Right. Well, I mean, you said, you want to spend some time with your wife, and I was just like, heck yes, dude. As much as life will just kick you in the face sometimes, you need that person, whether it's, wife, best friend, dog, kid, whatever. There's everybody's got somebody that they rely on for that, I'm
For
glad to
sure.
see you healthy and happy, man. It's good stuff, bro.
Yeah, my wife's chill. We're both in the same shit. She goes to all my shows. We go to shows together. So she's super fun. But I mean, we do like to chill and relax. Like, you can go like camping, go fishing, just get away from like the city and just soak it all in.
Right, right.
Good for
You
the
guys have
soul
kids?
and good for the mind. Say
Y'all have
what?
kids? Y'all have kids?
No, no,
No.
no, no, no kids.
Oh, so you get to actually go out and chill with each other. Like that's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I
So
love children, but I just can't have them.
hey, dude, look, I had to save my life. They're not for everybody, bro. I've learned that watching my friends live. I watch people that shouldn't have them that did, and people that just felt the same way. Like, yeah, I like kids. I don't want to have any right now. They're happy as anything. It doesn't. You don't have to
Yeah,
have kids
for
in
sure,
your life.
dude.
So tell me a little bit about this band. What kind of music is it? I mean, it's street punk. It's pretty fast, aggressive,
It is. It's
almost.
it's hardcore, more mostly like in the more hardcore punk genre, I would say. But that's like where my heart belongs, really. Uh, it's all over the place, really. We all like put in different creative ideas, and it is what it is. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tag like a label on it, but hardcore punk rock, man, all the way.
Heck yeah. Well, it's going to be linked in the description for everybody who wants to go sample it, man. I urge you to do so. Go check it out on Bandcamp, of course. And if you have a few bucks, throw it down on it and pick up a digital copy or a physical tape. I think you still have some left.
We do have some left. It's also released from Oil Boy Records, so you can find it on their Instagram.
Nice.
It's available. We're also working on a new 7-inch, a split 7-inch with our friends All at Attack from LA. They've been around since the early 2000s. So we're pretty excited to be doing this project together. We go in the studio November 9th. We're each going to track 2 songs each. It's going to be self-released. 500 copies, 250 copies per band. So
That's
2
exciting.
fresh new tracks from Trigger Damage. Pretty excited about it.
Dude, I need to get my hands on a few of those so I can have them in the store, one at my house, of course.
You will.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be awesome, bro. I really like the 6-song EP that you guys have out. It's good, man. When you want music like that, like you can't substitute it with something else. Like you need to have something fast and aggressive. Like I don't always want to listen to One Man Army as much as I love that band. They're my like Rancid, and sometimes I just need something like a little bit faster, a little bit more angry. Yeah, there's some good music coming out right now, man. It's nice to see you doing something. What is the goal for the next, let's say, 6 to 8 months for you guys? You're trying to tour?
Yeah, we just did like a little weekend banger to San Jose. We played with our friends Makosos, and we played Fresno at this really cool bitchin'. It was in an old movie theater built in the 1920s. It's fucking gigantic. But we went during the peak of summer, and it was 110 degrees in Fresno. It was brutal, dude. I was sweating bullets the whole time, and I thought I was gonna pass out at one point.
Dude, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just pulled through and we made it happen.
Dude, this summer I've experienced some heat. Like I live in Houston, so I'm used to the heat. But like going out to Vegas this year for PRB, like I've never had heat like that because it was dry, so I didn't understand how hot I was getting. Dude, I had like a full-on heat stroke almost. Dude, it was scary, dude. Like it scared the crap out of me. Like,
Yeah, I was listening to your Punk Rock Bowling review, and I was dying when I was hearing that shit, man. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. They get unruly, no mercy over there sometimes.
Dude, there's like, it's crazy how much there's not a canopy anywhere. You're just like, it's so hot and bright. Like people are walking around with like umbrellas, still like, it's intense, man. But you know, you learn the first time you go. The next time I do something like that, I'll be prepared. But
well, I remember like last time I went there, they had like water misters, like in tents and stuff, and like I just posted up there for hours, dude, until like the sun went down and made it kind of more tolerable to be outside.
I definitely did that a lot. Yeah, and they had that big giant, dude, I don't know how many gallons it must have been, 500 or more of these big, huge drums of water that was filled with like ice cold water. I don't think I've ever drank that much water in a weekend in my life. I went through, dude, dozens and dozens of bottles a day. I was drinking it because I had like a refillable bottle. I probably went through, like realistically, probably like 10 or so a day. Like it was just guzzling water. It was crazy. Nuts, man. Nuts.
They never had that when I was there.
No, dude.
No, like water was like expensive as fuck. Yeah, water was like fucking $8 a bottle or something ridiculous like that. Dude, might as well drink beer at that point. At least you'll like get a buzz or something.
I mean, really though, like when I went to LA Punk Fest or LA Punk Invasion, LA Punk Invasion, the first time that I was like sticker shock was when I went up to the bar to get a bottle of water, and they were like $7.50, and I was like, good grief, oh man. But I mean, most of these venues, like that's how they make most of their money is through
for sure,
bar and concessions and things. Like there's not a lot of money to be made on any of those ventures, dude. If you're playing music or you're hosting it, it's tough to make money doing that. So while it sucks, I understand it.
I went to a show. I went to see Sparks in Boulder, Colorado, and like this place called the Fox Theater, and like all their shit was reasonably priced. It was like $5 for a beer, $2.50 for like a big 24-ounce bottle of water, you know, and that's like unheard of.
No, that's crazy. Like we have a few places in Houston that are reasonably priced, but they're not that priced. Like $2.50 for a big bottle of water. Shoot.
Yeah.
I will say shout out to the End in Houston. If you come to Houston and play, let me know. I try to get you over at the End because that place is very much like band conscious, fan conscious. They want people to be comfortable, and all their water bottles are $2, like stuff like that. It's like it's super, and they got people cooking in the back, so you can get food. It's a good spot. The guy that owns it, I've known since we were probably 5 years old, so it's a
There
good
was
spot.
another place that me and my wife went to. It's in Philadelphia when we saw the Dead Milkman. It's a place called the Underground. It's like an art collective, and that was another place that like everything was super reasonably priced. So if anyone's out there, check out the Underground. Fucking badass spot.
It's funny what makes an impression on us, isn't it? Like we're like, oh, dude, the water was affordable. Like that's awesome. Like, so what have you been up to as far as I know you go to a lot of shows. What's been something recently that you caught that was a lot of fun?
Me and my wife just went to go see my old homies band, the Clusterfucks. They're from Denver, Colorado.
That's awesome.
My old band, The Last Priority from Oxnard, we did a split 7-inch with them in the early 2000s. And we did a small little West Coast tour. And that was the last time I like physically seen them. So I was like super stoked that they were in town on tour. And we caught their set. They were fucking badass. Check them out if you haven't already.
Heck yeah, dude. I love hearing about, like, I don't know if local is the right word, but smaller bands that maybe aren't getting out there to big giant audiences. I mean, that's some of the best music you find. And then I covet that stuff. I'm always like, oh, I got a band that nobody else knows. I don't want to like gatekeep them. I want people to know about it, but I want to be the dude that shows it to everybody. I'm like, yeah, dude, check this out. New band, da da da.
Fuck yeah.
It's fun. It's fun, man. So what's the new songs you're writing? Is it topical or what's give me a little hint of what it's going to sound like. Has it got any rad solos or anything in it?
I am not. I play guitar, so I'm not a shredder, man. I'm a total rhythm player. I mean, fuck. Who do I say that I totally ripped off? Because I usually rip off a lot of other bands from my influences.
I mean,
Final Conflict, one of them. I've ripped them off many times. One of my favorite bands of all time, and I know Ron personally. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah, dude, Ron's awesome.
Yeah. What do you call it? Poison Idea is another huge influence of mine.
Yes, sir.
DOA. It's all the same top 3 bands. I just pick like little riffs that they have and kind of twist it and mold it in my own kind of sound, you know?
Dude, that's the way to do it, man. Play something you love. There's no shame in that, bro, at all. That's the way to do it, man.
Like I can't play a melody. I can't play a melody chord for the fucking life of me, but I can definitely shred on some fucking some power bars, dude. Some power chords.
Man, you know, there's a thing about punk that I think people forget, and one of those things is that back when it started, it wasn't about necessarily playing bad either, but it wasn't about playing really well. You just get a guitar, find a couple chords you like, play them as fast as you possibly can, yell some stuff that you want to just talk about, and it's fun. Like it's a good time. So I like what you're doing. Shit, that's awesome.
I make it happen. I make records. I go on tour playing shitty fucking 3-chord punk rock. It's that easy. Anyone can do it.
Man, so I get asked all the time, like, hey, how do I start a YouTube channel? I'm like, what kind of phone you have? They're like, oh, an iPhone. I'm like, go get a $10 tripod from Walmart and start filming yourself. Whatever it is you like, talk about that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's the same thing. How do I start a band? They're like holding a guitar. You're like, gee, I don't know, man. Plug that in and play something. I don't know what to tell you, people. But
drums was actually the first instrument I learned how to play. I actually went to like school and like I can read some tablature. But everything else, the bass and guitar, I learned on my own. I'll just like put on a tape cassette. This is the late 90s, by the way. I'm that old. Put on a tape cassette, fucking follow along what they're playing. And that's how I learned and picked it up myself.
What did you ever learn how to play piano?
No, but my wife knows how to play. And like when we first started dating, she used to have a baby upright in her bedroom. And she's like, oh yeah, I can play the keys. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And she's just started ripping it up, dude. Like playing like Lady Gaga songs, like super intricate, like keys and shit and chords. I thought it was the most hottest thing ever.
Dude, shout out to the wifey. That's awesome.
Sometimes like we'll like jam out together. We both love Devo, so like I'll whip out the fucking Mini Moog synthesizer and she'll be on the other keyboard and we'll just be rocking out, falling on some Devo shit.
Dude, shout out to my boy Iggy if you're watching this, brother. Devo rules, dude. That's my Iggy's a channel homie, man. He loves Devo, bro.
I do too, dude. Like, hold on, let me see if I can. How do I fucking flip this thing around? Whatever, doesn't matter.
You got Devo posters all over the wall?
Oh, they're all over the place. Let me see.
Yo, dude, I love it, man.
These are autographed energy domes. I got
That's
a bunch
awesome.
of fucking shit.
Oh yeah, dude. Devo's way underrated, man. Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit.
My friend Kevin, we had this like big show. I think it was Houston Punk Fest last year, and they were doing like an auction for charity, and they were asking people like, "Hey, if you have something to donate, donate it." My buddy had this big, I don't know, man. It must have been 10-inch like figures of the whole band of Devo. I was like, "That's awesome." If I had the money to bid on it, I would have. But yeah, that's a band
Dude,
that I
trip out
think.
on this. Trip out on this. Like, I work at SpaceX, and fucking Bob 2 and Jerry Casale, Devo's Bob 2's son, and Jerry Casale is like he's a bass player and also the vocalist for Devo, one of the vocalists. Works at SpaceX. He's an electrician. We hang out all the fucking time. This guy's cool as fuck. Alex Casale, that's his name.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. Small world, dude.
That is dude, that's wild. How the hell did you get in SpaceX, dude?
I lied on my resume.
Dude, there's nothing more.
I never even graduated high school, dude. To be honest with you. And I'm working. I'm working for doing a job that engineers are like fighting to fucking like get.
That's wild, bro. Is that I don't even. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I was going to ask a stupid question. I mean, I think Devo is a band that doesn't get enough credit within punk. Like that band is incredibly instrumental in. I mean, bands like Adam and His Package like wouldn't exist without Devo, and I love that band too. So.
Oh, I haven't heard that fucking name in forever, dude.
Yeah, bro. Remember that song Punk Rock
It was
Academy?
just the guy in his keyboard, right?
I think so.
Dude. Adam and His Package.
Man, there's like 2 records that dude put out that I absolutely adore. Now, there's plenty of stuff that I'm sure I haven't heard yet, but everything I've ever heard by that guy was awesome. And when I heard him first time on a compilation like in the late '90s, and I think it was a Go-Kart Records comp, and I just remembered that song all these years. I'd remember it. And then one day I was on YouTube. It wasn't that long ago, 5 years ago, maybe. And I was like, I need to find out what that song was called. And I just Googled like Punk Rock Academy and it pulled it right up. And I was like, oh, it's Adam and His Package. I was like, how did I not know that? And I went and listened to it. And I was like, oh, I forgot how good this group was. Or I
remember this
thing. But heavy Devo influences, man.
Yeah, I love that band. Love them. So ahead of their time. Just very talented musicians, and their overall message is fucking awesome. It's the most punk rock thing ever, dude. It's funny when like the fucking elitist decked out punk rockers that have like no clue who Devo is. Like whenever they play punk rock bowling and you see like their name like in the marquee or the headliner, all you hear is a bunch of people like, oh, Devo, what the fuck? It's not punk rock, I beg to differ, man. That shit's fucking way punk rock.
Oh, dude, I'm not.
They were like
they
were the freaks of their time,
Right? No, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine what it was like to make that kind of music back then? Nobody was doing weird shit like that.
No, hell no.
How'd you get into Devo? Did you just hear him once when you were young or something, or was it like because mine was kind of later in life before I got into him.
It's kind of the same. I didn't really get really into them until like my mid-20s, and I'm 43, so it was like,
yeah, I'm 42.
I don't know, 20 years ago. Hell yeah. I just like going to friends' houses and like they'd always like put it on and just grab my attention, and I found love. I actually have a tattoo on my arm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want a Devo tattoo, bro. I think I might have to do that soon. Man, here's a question for you, bro. Okay, so I was at a record show recently and I came across this record. It's nothing spectacular. It's just a Creedence record, but it was the very first album that I ever heard in my whole life. It was Creedence Gold. My mom had it and she played it from every now and again at the house. Do you remember what music grabbed your attention for the first time and made you listen? It doesn't have to be like punk, but just like what you listen to and just knew like music is for me, because I think that's a certain kind of person.
Growing up, it was like I listened to the radio a lot, and a lot of like new wave Cyndi Lauper, a
Mm.
lot of 80s shit, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
The band that kind of really grabbed me to like you'll trip on this is like Weezer.
Okay, okay.
And also the President's of the United States of America.
Dude, lump, bro. Let's go.
um that like kind of like I don't know, fucking just rock and roll, just fucking kind of just took it over, you
Absolutely.
know. I used to
Dude,
listen like I still listen to hip hop. Grew up in a family is community, and that's all I ever listened to was like hip hop, and I never gave anything else a chance until like I fucking physically went and saw it. My first show I've ever seen live was Great White. Uh, you know that
let's
song,
go.
"Once Bitten, Twice Shy," baby.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, that's
Yeah,
wild, bro. I haven't heard that
that
in
was
a
the
long
first live
time.
show I've seen, and I was like, "This is fucking cool."
I think the very first live show I ever went to, if you count like rodeo shows, was like I think it was George Strait. It might have been Reba McEntire even. It was country stuff. I'm from Texas, bro. That's all we listen to down here. Like,
Dude, George
dude,
Strait's dope. I
dude, George
love
Strait's
Alan
fire.
Jackson.
Alan
Alan
Jackson's
Jackson's one of
awesome, dude. I love Alan Jackson. He's got a bunch
hell
of
yeah.
great songs, dude.
Midnight Montgomery, Chattahoochee, like get the fuck out of here with that shit.
He had that song "Good Time" that was actually a real good time listening to.
So
And
so
it,
my dad's side, the Stamp side, they're from Georgia, and Alan Jackson's from Georgia.
that's
And
fire.
I've heard the Chattahoochee song when I was young, and like the lyrics, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight.
Yeah.
Um, and I finally went when I was on tour. We went to the Chattahoochee River, and it was
Yes,
fucking everything Alan Jackson like explained, dude. It was like magical.
dude. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, it was way cool.
Because my dad was a redneck, right? So like there's a little bit of that in my blood. My wife is a country girl, man. She grew up listening to that music. So like there's a little bit of that in my blood, man. I being from Texas, I couldn't get away from it if I wanted to. Willie Nelson is somebody I listen to a lot. Not a
Hell
lot,
yeah, man. It's
I
all
guess,
cool.
but used to. I like dude, Brooks and Dunn, Garth Brooks. There's a bunch of country artists I like. My wife stared at me like, "What are you talking about?"
What's that Garth Brooks, his like alter ego? It was like
What's Garth Brooks' alter ego? Chris Isaac? Or no, not Chris
yeah,
Isaac.
no.
No, it's no Chris Isaac's the other guy that sings song. It was hold on, I'm gonna Google that, Jank. But like
Yeah.
he's trying to be like a pop star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he changed his
Oh,
hairstyle
it
and
looks so
everything.
bad. Dude, I heard Garth Brooks is a mass murderer though.
A mass murderer?
I mean, it's not really, but anybody that knows will know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, there's a so did you know listen to comedy at all?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so there's this dude named Tom Segura and his wife Christina. They started this thing where they would just make fun of Garth Brooks occasionally, and it caught on, and their fandom took a hold of it, and they started realizing that if you go on Garth Brooks like tour schedule, apparently like every city and date that he stops at, there's like an unsolved murder at it. And so it's just a big giant coincidence, but there's this big story that he's a murderer. Like
That's wild.
that is insane. Let's see. Dude, I can't believe I said Chris Isaac. That's definitely not who it is.
No.
No, Chris Gaines. It's Chris Gaines.
Gaines, that's what it is.
Bro, I was close, man. I was close.
Dude, it looks like that. He looks nothing like Garth Brooks. Like his fucking like I don't know if he's wearing a two or he has like a
It probably
little
is.
like pencil thin mustache and like a fucking flavor saver. Looks nothing like him.
Bro, it looks ridiculous, dude. But yeah, I like some country music, man. I don't like anything that's like modern and new. It's just not really for me. But I mean, dude, you can't get better storytelling than like old Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire. They tell great stories, man.
God bless Dolly Parton, man. She's a fucking angel sent from heaven, dude. Seriously.
Bro, Jolene is punk as fuck, dude. That song's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I was talking to a lady at my record store about like females and punk, and then I said something, and she completely she did like a full 90-degree turn at me, like really fast. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, I'm ordering some stuff. I can't wait to get that Alanis Morissette record in here. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you don't think Jagged Little Pill is a punk record? And she's like, never really thought about it like that. And I was like, go back home and listen to it. And I was like, every song's got guitar in it. She's pissed off on every song.
It's angry. Y'all, it's angry as fuck. Yeah.
So angry, dude. I was like, that's like what would you call it? Not Cat Corner, but like it runs parallel to Riot Girl almost, man. It was in the same time, and it's like the same kind of energy. But yeah, dude, lots of good stuff.
She's Canadian.
Is she?
Yeah,
oh,
she's
dude,
Canadian.
yeah, she is, isn't she?
Remember, she was a god. I think it was Dogma or something.
Dude, I love those movies, bro. They're great.
Yeah, they're
They're
great.
great. Hell yeah, dude. And we can go on some wild tangents, bro. This stuff is fun. I love talking to people about this stuff. Alanis Morissette, bro. What's your favorite like non-punk artist? Do you have an artist that you really like that's completely outside the realm of punk?
I do. Sparks. They're fucking an amazing group.
I don't know.
Um, they've been around, I think, like the late '60s. The first band they were in was called Half Nelson, then they changed it to Sparks. It's two brothers, Ron and Russell Mail. They're from Los Angeles. They moved to the UK and like released, I think, their second album, Komodo My House. They have a song called "This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Both of Us." I actually have a whole section of these guys right here. Pull this shit out real quick.
Dude, I'm super intrigued. I'm gonna be listening to this tonight. Dude, that's awesome. Look at that cover.
Yeah.
The cover was rad.
So actually, I got this one, picked this one up recently, Want That Sucker. So these are the two brothers, Ron and Russell Mail.
That's awesome.
And they're on every single fucking album cover. But what do you call it? I was gonna say something. Fuck. I don't know, whatever, fuck it. But yeah, Sparks is like one of the
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes, that's one of my favorite bands that's like not like punk or whatever. But I mean, and also one of those bands where every album's different. Like especially Komodo My House it's like a lot of like rock and roll. I don't know if you ever heard of the Easy Beats from Australia.
Not yet.
It's actually Angus Young's brother from AC/DC. And they have that song Friday on My Mind. Yeah, they're a really good band. Their second album is actually sounding pretty close to like that, and I like that kind of stuff.
Oh, dude.
Like almost mod, but like yet it has like a good like rock and roll edge to it. But like as like the years went on, they kind of followed like a trend that was going on at the time. So like, new wave, dance, all kinds of shit, electric music. Check this out. There's a doc. Sorry to interrupt you. There's a documentary called The Sparks Brothers, and I highly recommend watching it because it's really fucking good. The guy who directed it did Dawn of the Dead. It used to be on Netflix. It was like a couple years ago, but I'm sure you can find it anywhere.
I'll look it up.
The Sparks Brothers. You'll fucking love it, man. We'll turn you on to this band 100%.
I'm definitely gonna listen to the documentary and maybe just sit down and watch it even. I love listening to just straightforward rock and roll. I love it, dude. I love it, man. Like old pub rock stuff, bobber rock. I'm starting to learn about all these new terms that I didn't know, a few years ago. But lately, I've been like freaking out over like power pop. I don't know why I started listening to this, but like I've been listening to the Cars a lot. Like I would have never liked that band. Even to say 10 years ago, I'd have been like, this is terrible. But like, and then the Vapors I've been jamming a lot. And then there was one other one. Oh, you ever heard the Greg Kihn band?
Greg Kihn from Black Flag? Greg Kihn?
No. I think it's, hold on. It's am I saying it wrong? Let's see. I might be saying it. No, Kihn.
But no, I haven't.
The Greg Kihn band, Kihn. They've got some, dude, if you like just straightforward like rock and roll, it's not like real heavy, but they've got some songs that are just, what is the big song that they have? I think it's a breakup song. I mean, it might be called the breakup song. Let's see.
If you're into power pop, check out Ultravox. They've been around for a while. Pretty good shit.
I think somebody else told me to listen to those guys recently too, so I'm writing that down. Yeah, it's called the breakup song. I'm sure you've heard it. It's been in a lot of movies, but that band, I heard that one song and I was like, oh, that's cool. I wanted to go put it on a playlist. And so I saw that they had an album that had a whole bunch of listens. So I was like, all right, I'll listen to the whole album. Dude, it was good front to back. It really surprised me, man. That was, I like when I hear I don't know, man. As I get older, I like to kind of spread out and get things that I wouldn't have normally liked in my, like say 20s or whatever.
Hey man, if it moves you and grabs you, who gives a fuck? That's how I feel.
100%. I don't listen to as much hip hop as I used to when I was younger, but I think I've just kind of outgrown a lot of it, and I don't have the time to go like looking for new artists and things. So it's not as interesting as it used to be. But when I was young, man, I listened to a lot of hip hop, a lot of like Cleveland stuff, and of course Houston rap. We have our own sound down here, but yeah, dude, for sure. So, hey, what's the band you're doing the split with again?
All Out Attack.
All Out Attack. Nice. Similar kind of music?
Yeah, they're a little bit more like melodic street punk kind of stuff. They're really, really, really talented people.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah, I like that.
And I was actually surprised they even agreed to do a split with us. It was kind of just on a whim, and it was just an idea from the band. And they didn't reply for like a couple weeks, and finally they did, and they were like super on board, and they set up the whole recording session. So it's 100% a go, and I'm super, super thrilled to do it with them.
Dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah, man. So
Yeah.
okay, what are let's see, you got any local bands that you want to shout out right now? So what are some local bands in LA that maybe I haven't heard yet that I should get to know?
Oh man, there's just quite a few. Death
Probably.
Gang from LA. It's members of Problem. It's
Okay.
like a there's a Personal Damage, members of Krieg Shoulder. There's Hate Preachers. Fuck, what else? That's all I can think of on the top of my head right now. Us.
Well, that's good, bro. I just want I always want to know like a few bands that the people I'm talking to are into from their part of the country because, I mean, Problem is a band that I know, but I don't know this other band. It's hard to keep up with this stuff, man. And I always like
Oh,
to give
yeah.
people some shine.
There's Kira. Kira's a really good one. Ferric or Pyric. I don't. They're gonna hate me for pronouncing that wrong, but they're really good friends of mine. That's like some pretty cool raw D beat kind of shit.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome.
DB's
I
good.
don't know if you heard Bones' new band Brazen Bull. Those guys are fucking awesome.
Dude, he was talking to me about it, and I need to get on top of this, man. I need to get on top of it because I like.
Yeah, we
Bones
just
a lot.
played with them in San Diego a couple weeks ago. It was fucking awesome. We played with the Vaccine from New York. Those guys are fucking awesome. Situation from LA. We're playing with Dr. No and the Grim and Dissension this Saturday in Downey. And Latchkey Kids. It's Javi. They've been around since like the 80s.
I know Latchkey Kids.
Yeah, some like hardcore punk shit.
That's a name I haven't heard in ages.
Yeah, super cool dudes. Pretty stoked to play with them.
So, man, you guys are really busy. Like, I'm a little surprised at how much you've got going on. But LA's different, man. You could do something every freaking night in LA, man. I've only been there twice, but it was insane both times.
I personally like to play out of town. Because LA's so oversaturated. I mean, I'm not like bashing on it. That's awesome. There's always something going on. But unless you're playing with like a mega headliner, then like, a crowd is pretty hit or miss. Because there's always like fucking shows going on down the street from each other, a couple miles away. So we like to play out of town and like see fresh new faces and meet new people and make new contacts.
That's the best way to do it, man. Yeah, playing out of town is fun anyways, but there's a little bit, how when you play in your hometown, you feel like you're not as appreciated, even though you probably are, but because people are like, oh, it's just the homies. Like, I'll catch them next time. And you're like, dude, come on, man. Like it's in LA, especially, dude, there's, I've been out there 2 times and I don't know, dude, there was so much to do that I mean, I can't do everything I wanted to do. It's impossible.
Well, it is impossible.
What do you got going on this weekend? Anything fun? I guess only.
Oh yeah, we're playing that show. We're playing that show with Dr. No and Dissension and the Grim. And then the show after that, we're playing San Pedro to Sardine with Decry, Secondhand Justice. And
dude, there's so many bands out there, bro. It's absolutely impossible to keep up with all of it.
I know, dude.
Well, shoot, man. It's about time, huh? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
dinner's about ready.
Yes, sir. Dude, man, that's good catching up with you. Anytime you want to talk,
You
bro,
too,
let
Randall.
me know. Whenever you get the split like closer to being done, you have some demo tracks I can listen to or whatever, but let's hop back on and talk about it. When you got them in your hand, we can spread the word, bro.
Absolutely. And I'm super, super proud of where you're at now, man. You've been doing talk about staying busy. You're fucking destroying it, dude.
Dude, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I really do. You're welcome here anytime, man. You shoot me a message. Hey, I'm bored. Let's talk. I'll jump on here and talk about some punk rock shit with you. Or we can talk about Alan Jackson some more because I'm telling you, that made me really happy. I love Alan Jackson. But you guys know what to do. I'm going to put the links to the Bandcamp in the description. Go check out his band, Trigger Damage. If you're in LA or anywhere surrounding that area, go check them out when they're playing live. and support your local punk rock scene. We'll see you next time on the Punk Rock Review. Peace. All right, Josh.
Peace.
Later, big dog.
Cheers. Later.